Hello, my lovelies. I hope you're doing well, and I'm back once again with yet another reading. And in this video, I would be connecting to the current energies and current frame of mind of Abhishek towards Manisha and Manisha towards Abhishek. Okay, so let's check how exactly is Abhishek feeling towards Manisha. Let's try to get some clarity on that. Let's get some update on that. So let's check how exactly is Abhishek feeling towards Manisha. Okay, so quite a lot of you were actually sending me DMs. You wanted to know that how exactly is he feeling regarding Manisha's handling towards Elvish, so a lot of you wanted to know that. How does he feel about it? Is he supportive or not? And what's his viewpoint on that? So I will look into that as well. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So let's check how exactly is Abhishek feeling. All right, so what are his current energies? What is he feeling towards Manisha? Okay, so let's check. Okay, so how is he feeling? Okay, and what are his energies towards Manisha? Okay, so I feel that as I keep mentioning, Abhishek is healing from the past, but at the same time, this time around, I feel that he wants to sort of move forward in life. He wants new beginnings for himself, and he feels that a certain chapter of his life has come to an end. Okay, so I mean, he does realize that in the past, many people have wronged him, and or maybe in his past relationship, someone wronged him. So, but at the same time, now he wants to move forward. He feels that now that chapter of his life has come to an end. So there's definitely, I mean, he does have certain regrets. He does wish that he could have handle things in a better manner. Okay, so I feel that he wants to move forward overall. He's trying to break through anything which is bringing him down, any form of negative energy. When it comes to Manisha, I mean, I feel that he definitely understands her. When it comes to everything, he's really understanding towards her, but at the same time, he's a bit low on confidence regarding something linked to Manisha. He still lacks the courage. He's low on confidence. Okay, so he does have anxiety when it comes to his bond with Manisha and how people might sort of take certain things. So yes, and I feel that there's a project lined up, there's something coming up, he's looking forward to that. Okay, and he just wants to focus on his success. All right, so let's connect on a deeper level. So let's check how exactly does Abhishek feel when it comes to Manisha on a deeper level, if you can get some clarity. Okay, so I feel that he really does look up to Manisha, and he feels that she's really hardworking, very dedicated. She's always on the go, and she's really like determined, and he wishes the best for her. Okay, so he does have a lot of emotions for her, a lot of positive feelings, a lot of emotions. He really cares for her. Okay, so definitely something work-wise coming up for Abhishek as well, and possibly there's something for Manisha as well. So he's maybe cheering for her, he's looking forward to something, and he knows how hardworking she is. All right, so yes, when it comes to their project together, I feel he definitely lost patience, and there were a lot of disappointments there, but I do feel they sort of overcame a lot of things, when it comes to their friendship. So yes, okay, now I'm going to check as a separate question that how does he feel regarding Manisha's handling in the entire matter, which involved Elvish, and what happened recently. Okay, so let's see, how does Abhishek feel about it? So All right. Okay, so he was a bit nervous for her, okay, but at the same time, I feel that, he understands where she's coming from and he does agree. I mean, he's okay with whatever she's said or done. So so yeah, I don't feel that he has an issue with it. So he's supportive, he's like cheering for her, but yeah, it did make him nervous. Possibly he was a bit worried about her, maybe once she did it, or maybe while she was about to do it. So it did make him anxious. Okay, so I feel it did make him anxious, but he did have fears because he's very different as a person, okay, as compared to Manisha when it comes to certain things. So I feel that he does lack that courage, and I feel maybe that he's someone who would prefer sort of avoiding a lot of things rather than addressing them. But even though Manisha maybe went ahead with something in a bold manner, but I feel that he did realize that it's important for her to sort of, for her to sort of move forward and to put certain things behind her, so new beginnings for Manisha. So he felt that was important. Okay, so yes, so I feel that he did not really have an issue with it, so and he was okay with it. All right, so those of you that wanted to know. All right, so now I will take a few before I take the messages, in fact, I will connect to Manisha's energies towards Abhishek. Okay, so let's check how exactly is Manisha feeling. Then in the end, I will take the messages. Okay, so let's see how exactly is Manisha feeling. What are her energies towards Abhishek? Okay, so let's see how exactly is Manisha feeling. All right, so how exactly is Manisha feeling towards Abhishek? Okay, so overall Manisha is high on energy. She's optimistic. She's feeling positive about her life, about her career. She's looking forward to something. Okay, when it comes to Abhishek, she's formed a negative opinion regarding something. Okay, so I do feel Manisha is going through a phase where on a personal level she's feeling really emotional. Okay, she's feeling emotional, and she does have expectations from Abhishek, but I feel that maybe she's not able to convey those expectations. Whereas maybe there might be times where Abhishek feels that everything is maybe okay, or maybe they're on the same page. But I feel that Manisha's going through a phase where she does feel a lot of things, but there are issues with the communication. Okay, so because of that, I do feel she makes comparisons as well, maybe how things were or how he used to be, or maybe she feels that possibly he's changed, or there could be a change in behavior. But I feel that she is someone who does overthink a lot as well, and yeah, so she does overthink even when a certain situation doesn't exist. Okay, so and not being able to communicate openly, that's another issue. So I feel that she's trying to show courage, okay, regarding, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I feel like she's trying to show courage regarding a certain situation, okay, in her life. So she's just going with the flow, and possibly she's having a good time. She's having a fun time. Maybe she's involved in something which she's really looking forward to. It could be something work related as well, and she's going through a period of transformation, positive changes in her career, in her life. Okay, so when it comes to her personal relations, definitely she's sensitive. Okay, she has gone through a period where she's sensitive, and she's had bad experiences in the past, which definitely made her feel a bit sort of disappointed and bitter in general. But overall, I feel that she's just going with the flow, okay, and she's just trying to do her own thing at her own pace, without causing any hurdles to anyone else's life, unless of course someone else pokes her, that's different. But she's just trying to focus on her success, on her work, because right now she feels that whatever she's wanting or expecting in a personal life, she's not really getting. So yes, that thing's also there. So now when it comes to her equation with Abhishek, she definitely respects Abhishek a lot. She really cares about him. But definitely I do feel that Manisha at least has been feeling certain things, you know. She's maybe still expecting something from Abhishek, or maybe she's feeling something. Okay. All right, so on a deeper level, let's connect. How exactly is Manisha feeling? All right, when it comes to Abhishek, how exactly is Manisha feeling? Yeah, some traveling for Manisha. I mean, I did mention since a few days that Manisha did have another travel plan, or that she's about to travel again. So possibly she's traveling right now, okay, and work related. It could be something work related because there's a project. You know, I did mention previously as well that there's something coming up. There could be a project and some travel. So, I mean, Manisha does realize that even Abhishek is busy with work, okay? So there is a bit of a timing issue, okay, where they're not able to sort of, you know, make certain things work, okay? They do want to spend like a lot of time together, but they haven't been able to do that because of the work commitments. And she does realize, she does know that Abhishek is also busy and he has like a lot of commitments, you know, work-related commitments, you know. So yes, yeah, definitely some sort of travel for Manisha, and yeah. So Manisha could be celebrating something. There might be some partying. She might be celebrating. She's like high on energy overall. So I feel there could be two projects lined up, and maybe one project she's already working on. Okay, so two things maybe lined up for her. Okay, all right. So now let's take a few messages. All right, so let's take a few messages for Abisha. So let's see, what guidance does the universe have for them? Okay, so let's take a few messages for Abisha. Okay. Okay, so what are the messages for Abhishek and Manisha? All right. So what are the important messages, okay, for Abhishek and Manisha? So keep your life in balance. Definitely when it comes to the equation, they're not able to sort of maintain a balance because there have been a lot of work commitments. So I mean, that's what the universe is saying to them when it comes to the bond, that they need to maintain a balance, okay? So that is important. And even though they say they understand a lot of things, but they do feel a lot of things as well. Okay, so a two-faced friend. So possibly one of them has a two-faced friend, so they need to be careful. All right. So excuse me. So heartache over what you no longer have. So definitely the past definitely still impacts them both on a personal level, but they need to sort of let go of their past, or you know, like the heartache they have, you know, over something which they don't have, okay, something which they no longer have. And I feel somewhere they even do like they might not show it, but I feel that at least one person, now this could be Abhishek, he does feel the fact that they haven't been able to do the music video, they haven't been able to work together. So that so there's a heartache linked to that as well. Okay, so they do feel it, but I feel Manisha's more in peace with that, you know. Okay, so pay attention to your health. So there's a warning message. Okay, so one of them needs to sort of pay attention to their health. Okay, so there's a health warning message. So one of them might be starting their like own thing, some new venture, something new business related on the side. Okay, or maybe someone close to them might be having a child or a baby. Okay, some pregnancy news. So now there could be some sort of gossiping about either both of them or maybe one of them. Okay, so there could be some sort of gossiping in the near future. All right, so you are highly thought of. The universe wants to say to them that not to forget this, that you are highly thought of. There are many people that truly love you, that are true fans. Okay, so you need to stop focusing on the haters. So they actually, now this is a time period where I feel that gradually they've started to focus on their happiness and on their true desires and what truly serves them right and what they truly want. So the sun would be shining on them. Okay, so for Abhishek and Manisha, I feel that yeah, so this the sun would be shining on them. Yes, there are certain obstacles which they still need to overcome, okay, when it comes to the bond. But I feel that eventually the sun would be shining on them. Okay, they will be successful, you know, outcome to their problems when it comes to like certain situations coming their way. Okay, but what's important is that they need to show strength no matter how much opposition or backlash they face. So now that is very important for them to understand. They need to show strength and fortitude. Okay, so if they're gonna like avoid certain situations, or if they're gonna sort of behave like they're doing something wrong in the head, so no, other people will sort of say a lot more. So they need to stand really strong. They need to be very firm when it comes to their bond and what they want from life. Okay, so and not get affected by opposition. All right. So there's a certain wish that would be granted, okay, for the both of them, or maybe when it comes to one of them. So yes, certain wish would be granted, and dealings in relationship with the younger man. So I feel that now this could be someone from Manisha's side, this could be someone from a family, it could be a brother, okay. So something linked to a brother, maybe which is there in her energies, okay. So so yes, all right. So I'm going to try to take one more message. Right. So I'm going to take one more message. Okay, so let's take a message from here. All right, so let's see, what guidance does the universe have for them? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so do you see this? Okay, so getting a pet. So maybe in the Ramasakui might be thinking of getting a pet. Okay, so, or maybe they should, you know. So so yes, even though I do understand they're really busy and they're like mostly traveling, so it's not easy to sort of take care of a pet, but maybe the universe is sort of saying to them that maybe they should consider getting a pet. So one of them at least, you know, this could be for one of them. I don't feel it's for both of them, you know. So I feel maybe Abhishek, it could be for Abhishek, you know. All right, so not necessarily that they would actually go ahead with it, but maybe there's some thoughts or discussion, or maybe in the future, or this is like a guidance, maybe this is something you should consider. Okay, so challenges, make a decision, work on inner healing. So regarding something, definitely there's confusion. Okay, certain challenges, as I mentioned, there's certain obstacles which they need to overcome when it comes to their bond. Okay, now definitely they need to work on inner healing, you know, past related things, and they need to make a decision, they need to work on something, you know, and they need to stand strong, you know, when it comes to opposition coming their way. All right, so communication issues. Okay, so I did mention, definitely I don't feel there's like, you know, they're open about everything with each other, whatever they're feeling, whatever is bothering them about each other. I don't feel they're like completely honest with each other in that regard. They do hold back for whatever reasons. So and currently I feel that Manisha is maybe like really overthinking, and she's not really sort of letting out a lot of things. Okay, but otherwise everything's fine between them, and I feel that they have entered like a really good you know, stage, you know. All right, so I feel that definitely, you know, Manisha's overthinking, and not everything like she's sort of letting out. She's not communicating everything with him, but otherwise I feel that you know, things are fine, and they've entered a time period where they're sort of working towards their happiness, and eventually the sun would be shining on them. Okay, so important chapters of their life are starting. So important things, even when it comes to their career, and overall, I feel that yes, there are certain obstacles which they still need to overcome when it comes to their friendship, when it comes to their bond. But I feel overall, the foundation is strong. This is one bond I feel from Big Boss OTT where the foundation of the friendship is strong. Okay, the respect is there, the foundation is strong, which is actually lacking the other two like hashtags, so yes, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this energy update on Abisha, and I will be back once again. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye for now.